This story happened in a well-known Nigerian city where one respected man called Chief Adewale lived. Chief Adewale was a wealthy man, a man whose name carried weight in community meetings, church harvests, and even family gatherings. He was in his mid-50s, tall, dark, with that commanding presence that made people greet him from far away. He had seen life, he had enjoyed wealth, and everyone knew him as a man that could get almost anything he wanted. His only son, Femi, was a different kind of man. Femi was 26, a university graduate, young, ambitious, and full of energy. He was handsome too, the type of man that girls in church would whisper about during choir rehearsals. Father and son had a close relationship. They were like friends, almost like brothers. They laughed together, traveled together, and Femi often said, "My father is my role model. If I can be half the man he is, I will be satisfied." But life, my people, life is full of surprises. Because one day, the kind of woman that could scatter even the strongest bond entered their lives. Her name was Amaka. She was 24, young, strikingly beautiful, with skin that glowed like palm oil under sunlight, and her eyes that carried both innocence and danger at the same time. Amaka had just moved into their neighborhood, and it didn't take long before both father and son noticed her. At first, it was innocent, a greeting here, a smile there, but very soon, that small smile turned into something deeper, and it was that same smile that would soon divide a father and his only son. My people, this life, temptation does not knock on your door with announcement. It just enters, sits down, and starts causing problem. That is exactly how it happened with Amaka. The first person to notice her was Femi, the son. One Sunday afternoon, he was driving past the street when he saw Amaka coming out of a boutique. She wore a red dress that flowed in the breeze, her hair neatly styled, and her perfume filled the air even from a distance. Femi nearly forgot he was on the road. He slowed his car, rolled down the glass, and said, "Good afternoon, beautiful. I have not seen you around here before." Amaka smiled politely. "I just moved into the neighborhood." That small smile entered his heart like arrow. From that day, he made it his mission to pass by her compound every morning, sometimes with excuse like jogging, sometimes just pretending to stroll. Soon, they started talking more often. Femi bought her groceries, helped carry her bags, and cracked jokes that made her laugh. In his mind, he was already building castle, imagining Amaka as his future wife. But unknown to him, his own father had also noticed the same woman. One evening, Chief Adewale attended a community meeting. As he stepped outside, he saw Amaka passing by. He greeted her. "Good evening, my daughter. You are new around here." Amaka curtsied respectfully. "Yes, sir. I just moved in." Chief smiled. He admired her composure, her respectful tone, and her graceful walk. For a man of his age, he had seen many women, but something about Amaka pulled him strongly. From that night, he began to notice her more. During his evening drives, during shopping, even in church, Amaka's presence was everywhere. And in his heart, a thought started whispering, "Why should I not? After all, am I not still a man, wealthy, respected, and capable of giving her the life she deserves?" What made the situation worse was that father and son never discussed Amaka openly. Femi assumed it was his little secret. He even told himself, "Let me surprise dad one day by bringing Amaka home as my fiancée." Meanwhile, Chief Adewale thought, "This young lady, she is exactly the type of woman that can keep me young. Maybe one day, I will invite her to dinner and see what happens." So, unknowingly, both father and son started chasing the same woman. Femi would take her out for ice cream. Chief Adewale would later buy her gifts like expensive jewelry. Femi would make her laugh with youthful jokes. Chief Adewale will impress her with wisdom and stories of power. And Amaka, my people, Amaka was just enjoying the attention. She collected from left, she collected from right, smiling sweetly to both father and son, not knowing the fire she was about to start. One Saturday, father and son were both in the living room. Femi's phone rang. It was Amaka. He smiled unconsciously and said, "Hello, darling." Immediately, Chief Adewale raised his head. "Darling? Which darling is that?" Femi blushed and tried to cover up. Just a friend, Dad." But before the conversation ended, Amaka's voice came through the speaker. "I miss you. Are you still coming to see me this evening?" Father's eyes widened. He recognized the voice. It was the same Amaka he was been secretly thinking about. That was the moment Chief Adewale realized he and his son were chasing the same woman. My people, that single discovery shook the entire foundation of their family. Because from that day, father and son started moving like rivals, each one determined to win Amaka's heart first. But wait, the real disgrace has not even started. In part 2, you will see how this love triangle exploded into open battle. The insult, the drama, the betrayal, you cannot miss it. Before we enter part 2, I beg, click that subscribe button now so that you will not miss the hot stories.